Get in, let's go for a ride. Maybe we can visit while we're driving. Woo, it's hot out there. Man, that air conditioner feels good, doesn't it? You know, you're right. It's summer. We should expect heat like that. You know, one of these days, pretty soon, we're going to wish that it was like 90 degrees when it's like minus 20 and the wind blowing. You know, the best thing about summer is the fact that corn's looking good out there. And the soybeans, they're looking real good. Even my pasture's out of control. Probably going to have to do some mowing. The blackberries have just took over my pasture. So, you know, summer's good for that. That heat does one thing. It grows stuff. It grows gardens, it grows plants, and it grows crops. Yeah, you're right. I've been really busy at work, so I haven't been able to visit and talk with people. Visit you like I normally do. But you know, the Lord tells us He's never going to give us more than what we can handle. He's already prepared, and He already has a plan for it. Man, did you hear about Bill buying that section? Man, I wish I could buy a section of ground. I just wish I had the money to buy the section of ground. I heard it brought like $3,500 an acre. What's in a section? Like 640 acres. You do the math. I just wish I had that kind of money. Did you hear George bought that 2025 F-150? 4-door, 4-wheel drive, all leather. I mean, man, that's nice. Sure wish that I could own me a truck like that. Yeah, me and Lisa, we went to the races the other night. Man, that drag racing, that looks like so much fun. Wish I had me a drag car like that Johnny guy with that Pontiac GTO. Yeah, we done some camping too with our little camper. That little camper's been a blessing, but it's little. Man, I wish I had me like a, you know, Winnebago style, really nice that would drive like them, you know, them people down in Texas, Jesse and Lisa, them friends of ours that's got that one. Yeah, that'd be nice to have one like that. Yeah, I'm still doing that YouTube thing. I mean, I don't get a tremendous amount of views, nor do I have a tremendous amount of subscribers, but God has treated us well. I wish I had, you know, 10,000 views a video. I wish I had 20,000 subscribers. You know, I wish for a lot of things. But you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I finally got to a season in my life where I'm content. I understand. That don't mean I'm not striving for something. But I'm content. You know what I mean by that? You know the type of content I'm talking about is the content that I know the Lord has blessed me with what I have. You know, I'm having a little fun with y'all. For one, I wish each and every one of you could have a chance. We could hop in a vehicle. We could take a long trip. And we could visit, you know, or we could meet up, drink a cup of coffee, and have a visit. But I know I can't do that with each and every one of you. So this is my next best thing. I'm gonna have a little drive and a visit. I know it's been a couple weeks since I put out a devotion. Y'all, everything needs recharged, and I just needed a little recharge. I needed to take a little time to myself. You know, God, as I always say, is working on me in these devotionals. Majority of all of these devotionals have nothing to do with you, brother or sister. They have to do with me. And something that's been heavy on my heart for quite a while now, because if you're like me, I'm sharing it with you right now. And that's, I'm never happy with my situation. You know, I'm kind of like that toddler. I always have that case of I wants. I want this. I want that. Man, I sure wish I had one of those. You know, and we all do that. And we need a little bit of that. But a verse I want to share with you guys today comes from 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. And I'm going to read to you out of the NIV. And it reads, His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life, through our knowledge of Him, called us by His own glory and goodness. You know, if you're like me, doesn't seem like anything's quite good enough. You know, I'm not successful enough on YouTube. I don't get enough views on YouTube. I don't have enough subscribers. My truck has 262,000 miles. It's not a new truck. My personal farm where I live is only 9 acres. Some of you even know it's really not even 9. It's 8.89 acres. Because you're sure not afraid to razz me about it. And I love it. Please don't take that I'm saying that I'm not grateful for friends. Or that I can't take a joke. You know, I'd love to have a fast car. I'd love to have a bigger camper. I'd love to never have to work a job for somebody else and just do nothing but talk to you guys and travel with the love of my life. You know, and therein lies in those statements so many things that this verse is talking about. You know, once you know about Jesus, you've surrendered yourself to Him, and you are following His ways, you have everything in this world you need. Why? Because you have your salvation. You know that if you're following His teachings and you give yourself to Him, that one of these days, when you pass from this world, you're going to hear the words, "Well done, my child." And for all of us, that's all we need. Now, don't get me wrong, y'all. We should strive to be successful. We should strive to do the best we can, to have the best things that we can have. God blesses you daily. Just because your YouTube channel isn't as big as everybody else, just because you only have one person that views your video and not 100,000, doesn't make you any less worthy of Jesus. You know, we get too caught up on the day-to-day and keeping up with everyone else that we forget to take a moment and see the blessings that the Lord has already given us. You know, as this verse states, God gives you the knowledge you need when you accept Jesus. He's already told you everything you need to know. In fact, it's written down in a book called the Bible. So as for me, I'm going to spend the rest of this year being content with the blessings that God has given me. And hey, if He allows me to be blessed more, I will sing His praises and I will give the glory to Him, for it all comes from Him. And instead of complaining about what I don't have, I'm going to start confessing to others what He has blessed me with. You know what? Till next time, farm on. Keep strong. I love you. So does God.